Hi, Namaste, my name is Dio and welcome to my channel. So today let's talk about how you can play this game called life. Okay, so let's figure out a few things first. Now if a human being wants to experience space, wants to experience the moon, how can he do that? He has to wear an astronaut suit to experience it. Without that it's not possible. Now if a human being wants to experience the bottom of the ocean, go see everything that it has to offer, what does he do? He needs to wear a scuba diving suit. Without that it's not possible. So similarly, now if a spirit wants to experience earth, what does he do? He needs to wear a human suit, a human body. Okay, so you are a spirit in a human form. You're wearing a human suit called the human body. It's the highest form of technology this realm, earth, can offer. There's nothing more advanced than this suit for this realm. There are a lot of different suits for different realms, but we're talking about earth and this realm. So this suit is the most advanced suit you can ever come across. Now everything that you're experiencing on earth is through this suit and the 5 senses that it has, right? Your eyes, your nose, your smell, your touch, your taste. These are the experiences that is there. We are experiencing through these senses. Now everything that you see outside is through your eyes. Okay, but what we call eyes are basically nothing but just screens. The screens over here that are projecting things. The distance that is there is because of time and space. It's like watching a 3-dimensional movie, a 3D film in a theater, and how things come to you, but it's not going to happen till the time you're not wearing those glasses, till the time those screens are not there. So this is what those screens are. Our eyes are those screens that are making us see those things and experience those things. Okay, so similarly it's your nose. You smell a rose. That rose doesn't have a smell because that rose itself is not there. Okay, so the rose doesn't have the smell. This device called nose has different senses in it to tell us what rose smells like, to tell us what mud smells like, to what soil smells like, or perfume smells like, or a bad smell like what shit smells like probably. Okay, so this device, the job for this device is to do that. Similarly with your tongue. Your tongue is a device that tells us what food tastes like, what cold is, what hot tastes like, what sweet tastes like. So that's the device tongue that is doing the job. Now if you hear a bird chirping outside, when that bird is only not there, okay, it's just a projection that you are seeing. Where is the sound coming from? It's coming from the speakers that we have over here. Like every other speaker throws out the sound. These are the speakers that is throwing out the sound. It's not taking in the sound. Okay. Now Buddha said, when my feet touches the grass, I feel my feet. So a lot of people got confused at that time that what is he trying to say, but now because of modern science and technology and everything, they've done so much of research on these topics that they too agree that we are filled with senses all over our body. We're filled with these senses. From head to toe we're filled with these senses. So the minute you touch something, you're touching yourself, you're feeling yourself. But the interpretation is, the program is, oh, you're touching that glass over there next to you, or the bottle next to you, or the person next to you. So this is how we are experiencing things. This is what this realm earth we are here for. As spirits we are extremely adventurous. We want to travel to each realm and experience what it has to offer. But it cannot be done without a suit. Without a suit is what we call ghosts. The black shadows that you see roaming around is what we call ghosts, because they're here, they're stuck over here. That's another topic altogether. But if you need to experience all of this, all the emotions earth realm has to offer, you need to be in this suit. And we are well aware of these emotions. That is why we've chosen to be in these suits. Nobody's put a gun on our head saying that, okay, you need to go down. It's not a punishment. You're here to grow. Okay, so just like Mount Everest, you need to go to camp 1 first, then come back to the base camp, then camp 1, then base camp, to get acclimatized to that camp 1. Once you are used to camp 1, you go to camp 2, then from camp 2 you come to camp 1. Similarly, this is what life on earth is. Okay, we die, we come back, we get some experience, we die, we come back, we go to the next level, then to the next level, we die and we come back, we keep going back and forth till eventually you've mastered this realm, till eventually you've reached a peak, the Mount Everest peak. You've reached that peak and now you're done with your journey. Now the spirit says, okay, I'm done with this, I've mastered this, now I want to go to the next realm. So this is what life over here is. This is what you are. You're a spirit in a human form on this planet for a reason, to experience everything this planet has to offer. Okay, so when sadhus earlier, centuries ago, used to be asked what is life, why are we here and things like that, so the sadhus would always say sab maya hai. Now maya at that time they would say means knowledge. Everything is knowledge. They would just say everything is knowledge. They were not sure whether people were ready for this, to understand what this life is. Till people started getting after them, no, tell us more, tell us more. That's when they said the knowledge that this life is an illusion. They would say hai lekin nahi hai. So when you say it's an illusion, that doesn't mean it is not there. An illusion means it is there but not there. So Maya is that knowledge which says it is there but not there. It is an illusion. Okay, so your life, everything that you're experiencing around you, your emotions that you're experiencing, the feelings that you're experiencing are all an illusion experienced through this body. So how do you play this game now? So now, for example, if you're walking on the road, you have this knowledge now, everything is an illusion. There's somebody who's hurt on the middle of the road. Do you walk past by saying, oh, he's just an illusion, that blood is not even real? No. You need to be physically attached and spiritually detached to play this game. Which means physically you go, you do your part for that person, you help that person out, you deal with that person. But once you're done with it, you need to detach yourself from it. The spirit needs to be away from it. And how do you know that you've hooked onto it? The spirit is now hooked onto it because that experience that you have is now living with you. You've gone back home, you're dealing with it, you're thinking about it again and again. Even the next day you're thinking about it, oh, I helped that person, oh, you also this. That means your spirit has got attached to it. So physically attached but spiritually detached is how you play this game. Okay, now can anybody like probably master this? That okay, this person is an illusion and he can walk past by it. If you had mastered it, you wouldn't have been over here on this planet right now. So right now, if you're watching this video, you're on this planet, there's a reason for it that you've not mastered it. So this knowledge is very important. Be physically attached but spiritually detached. Tomorrow you could be having a problem with your relationship. Okay, now you could probably see your husband be really mean to your wife, be really nasty towards you, or any other relationship be nasty towards you. It is actually a little funny to have that thought in your mind that, man, this guy is an illusion, man, this woman is such a bad illusion, you know. So it automatically becomes a little lighter for you to deal with it. Deal with it. See what you need to do at that time, what is appropriate for you, handle it, the situation the way you need to handle it, but you need to spiritually detach yourself from it. Okay, once you're done dealing with it, you tell yourself, yeah, that was just an illusion. This is how you work things out with everything. Tomorrow you could be so successful, you've got millions and zillions and amount of dollars and money and all the success. But again, keep that in your mind. Don't go at that time saying, oh, but this success is an illusion, my millions and dollars are just an illusion, my wealth is an illusion. No, you're here to enjoy those things. You're enjoying those feelings, the good, the bad, the ugly. Enjoy it, experience it, learn from it. But stay spiritually detached from it. That yes, it is an illusion. I'm going to be leaving it here. The minute I'm out of this body, everything stays back with it. I'm gone to the next realm. You need to have that in your mind. So how do you condition yourself for this? Is it easier said than done? It's very easy once you start conditioning yourself for it. Okay, so the way to do it is, now you need to understand another thing, the difference between meditation and the word dhyan. Okay, now when we are meditating to connect ourselves with the source, with the divine. Okay, right now it's like how those earlier radios used to be, you know, where with the knob you got to keep tuning it till you actually reach that station and you've connected. So right now our divine, our guides, our angels are all over here and we are over here. We are like going all around the place. They are waiting for us to come and join them. Okay, so when you start meditating, you start slowing down, eventually start moving towards them, till that connection happens. You know, once that connection's happened, a knowledge like this, how to be in this game, how to handle all your emotions, they start coming to you. So the biggest knowledge they've given us, which you need to share with everybody, is called dhyan. Dhyan does not mean meditation. Now what does dhyan mean? Dhyan means to be aware of this fact that you are not this body but a spirit. मैं ये शरीर नहीं हूँ, मैं एक आत्मा हूँ. So you sit down in your meditation position, however you do it, either you lie down or whatever you want to do, and you continuously, calmly keep telling yourself this. I'm not this body, I'm a spirit. मैं ये शरीर नहीं, मैं आत्मा हूँ. Whatever language suits you, say it in that language, keep saying it over a period of time, till eventually it just becomes a part of you. You know, when you're breathing in and breathing out, you're not making an effort. This is how it becomes with you. So tomorrow when you're faced with a situation, you're not going to go look for your yoga mat saying that, oh, I need to be in my dhyan, I need to be in my awareness. No, you've already tuned yourself for it. You know, so some situation could happen. All you need to be saying, telling yourself that, you know, I'm not this body, I'm a spirit. It's all an illusion. And you'll reach a stage where you don't even need to say, because you've conditioned yourself so much. Right now, even when I'm talking to you, my breath is going in and out. I'm not making any effort for it. It's just happening so naturally. So this is how naturally it happens. In our Indian culture, the minute somebody would leave their house or is going out for a journey or anywhere, the minute they're stepping out from the house, somebody who's back in the house would say, apna dhyan rakhna. So that dhyan meant that be aware that you're not this body, you're a soul. Tum ye shareer nahi, atma. So whatever challenges you would face at that time, good, bad, ugly, any of those challenges, you would be aware. You would deal with it with that awareness that you are a spirit, not this body. Everything around you is an illusion, which obviously in today's time has become, okay, dhyan rakhna, don't drink and drive and don't be bad and don't be naughty and be nice to everyone, which is also a good thing. But the actual meaning of dhyan is this, that you are not this body, you are a spirit. Okay, so condition yourself with this, keep practicing this. This is why we are here, to experience everything this game has to offer. Okay, but don't get attached to it. You have to detach your spirit from it. So please, if you like this video, give it a like, share this video with everyone, and hit that subscribe button. It's a magical button. Trust me, the minute you hit subscribe, all good things are going to come your way. So my next video, I'm going to be talking about a little bit, I'll share a little bit knowledge on a few things about yoga that have been missed out over a period of time, and I think it's important people know about this now. So till then, stay tuned and have a good life. Namaste.